Alrighty, so today I'm going to be drawing a fish with 10 different pens. That is correct. Why do I want to make this video today? Why do I want to do this? Well, the reason is very simple. It's because I think that if I draw a fish with 10 different pens, that the fish might end up looking a little bit more interesting than not. That's why I'm making this video today. And as I go through the video, as I continue to layer onto the fish with all of the different pens, I'm going to be introducing you guys to all of the different pens I have with me today. But first off, let's go ahead and talk about what I'm actually going to be drawing in. So what am I actually going to be drawing in today? Well, today I'm going to be drawing in my Soho Urban Artist Sketchbook. But without further ado, let's go and put all 10 pens that I have right here off to the side. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get my sketchbook all opened up to the nearest open page, if I possibly can. And now that I am on the nearest open page, let's go ahead and just flip it over just like that. Let's go ahead and just get it centered in the camera and whatnot. And now that I've done that, it is time for me to figure out which pen I want to use first. So which pen do I want to be the first pen that I use? Now this is a hard question. I think I might go for this pen right here, my Pilot Metropolitan ballpoint pen with a Pilot G2 0.7 millimeter gel insert inside of it. This pen is a pen I like quite a bit. It has a very nice weight to it. It's just super nice to use as a whole, and I love the insert in it as well. So why not start off this fish with one of my favorite pens of all time, frankly put. I'm going to go and put the rest of these pens off to the side now, and I'm going to go ahead and now get the cap off of, my Pilot Metropolitan, and I'm going to go ahead and just sketch the fish all out and whatnot. So let's go ahead and just start with the jaw just right there. And let's go and have that. I think I might take off my watch real quick, just because I think it might distract me just a little bit. I do wear my watch on my dominant hand, which is probably not the greatest in all honesty, but that's what I'd be doing nonetheless. Let's go ahead and just have that come up now, and then back around. Just like that. Now I'll acknowledge I'm not really the most happy with this fish, but I think I'm going to keep going with it because I'm thinking I'm going to be a lot more happy with this fish once I have done 10 layers with 10 different pens. Let's go ahead and now do an eye just right there. Do another eye right there. Let's go and add all the teeth now, just like that. Let's go and add some fins as well. And there we go. Now that I have done the first layer of this fish with my Pilot Metropolitan, I do suppose now it's time for me to go ahead and set this pen off to the side. And it is now time for me to go ahead and choose the next pen that I want to use. What is the next pen I want to use? I'm thinking I might go for, I've got 9 other pens to use. Which one do I want to use? Got another gel pen right here. Got a fountain pen, ballpoint pen, gel pen, but it's red, another gel pen, felt tip pen, really small gel pen, multi-pen, and another gel pen. I think I'm going to go with this pen right here, which is a Pentel Energel BLN 415 0.5 millimeter gel pen from Mexico. So let's go ahead and get the cap all off of this pen as well. And let's go ahead and now do another layer of this fish. Just starting off just up here, starting off in a little bit of a different spot. Just going to go all the way around, just like that. Not trying to be super exact or concise with my lines by any means. I do want them to match the lines that I sketched out originally to some extent, but they don't need to be exact. And I think them not being exact will make this drawing just look a little bit more interesting than not. Well, now that I've used the second pen, let's go ahead and put that over to the side, and let's choose the next pen that I want to use. I'm kind of thinking this fish needs some color. So let's go ahead and add a very vibrant red to it. I think next up I'm going to be using my Zebra Sara Asa 0.5 millimeter sized red gel pen. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get that clicked open, and let's go ahead and start going over the drawing. Once again, this time with this red pen that I am currently using right now. I did mess that up just a little bit, but that's okay. It is what it is. Not too big a deal by any means. And the red is definitely adding a touch of vibrancy that I do like. Wait, did I go over? I didn't go over the teeth with this pen right here. I just realized. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I cannot believe me. I got to make sure every single detail has been gone over 10 times. I cannot believe me. Glad I caught that. That would have been really bad. All right, let's go and continue going over the teeth with the red pen, though. And it's definitely adding a touch of vibrancy that I do like more so than not. Kind of making it look almost, what's the right way of putting it? Kind of making it look almost like 3D glasses where they're like red and blue, and it's like blue on one side and red on the other side. Kind of looking a little bit like that, in my opinion. Well, now let's go ahead and just use another black gel pen. Now I'm thinking I've got my Uniball Zento 0.7 millimeter sized gel pen with me today. Let's go ahead and do another layer of this fish. Now, one may argue that using a lot of black gel pens is going to make this look much more similar just in general than not. Just because, well, a lot of the pens I'm using are black gel pens. And, you know, I wouldn't disagree with that statement. But at the same time, every single gel pen that I've got with me today has its own personality. Has its own a little bit more thickness, a little bit more color. It's just got its own little thing going on. So even though I am going to be using a lot of similar pens today, what really matters is that they're not exactly the same. They all have their own little bit of differences. Excuse me. Just had to clear my throat. Alrighty. And there we go. Just like that. I think, did I go around the bottom too with this pen? I'm only seeing 2, but I'm also seeing 3 lines right there. So I think I went over the bottom of the fish with this pen as well. I think I'm all done. So let's go ahead and put that over to the side now, and let's go and grab my next pen. I'm thinking next up I'm going to use my Zebra Fuente disposable fountain pen. So let's go and get the cap all off of this pen. Let's go and make sure I'm holding it properly, and let's go ahead and get started with it. Just down, just like that. Nope, it wasn't really going. There we go. There we go. Another layer all done. Let's go ahead and figure out which pen I want to use next. I've only got 5 pens left. I'm thinking next up I want to use my multi-pen that I've got right here. This is a Bic multicolor pen, and it was made in France, which is pretty cool. Thing is, with this pen, I got to figure out what color I want to use. I've already used red on this fish, so I'm thinking I want to go for a little bit of a different color. I'm thinking I'm going to go for blue. Now, one could argue that with this pen, I should just use all 4 different colors, but this pen is only one pen. Even though there are like 4 different colors in it, it's still only one pen, so I can only use one of the colors once. Let's go ahead and just get the blue one all out, though, just like that. And let's go ahead and get to drawing once again. And there we go, just like that. Let's go ahead and put that over to the side now. And now let's go ahead and grab my next pen. I think next up I'm going to be using a Sharpie Ultra Fine Point permanent marker pen, whatever you want to call it kind of thing. Let's go ahead and get the cap all off of this pen as well. Go just brush that piece of hair off and whatnot. And let's go ahead and do a layer with this one as well. This is probably the most different black pen that I have with me today, just because it is a felt tip rather than being a fountain pen or a gel or ballpoint. There we go, just like that. Almost misplaced the cap. Let's go ahead and now use my Sharpie S-Gel 0.7 millimeter sized gel pen that I have with me today as well. There we go. Another one all done. Let's go ahead and now grab my final black pen that I have with me today, which is a Zebra Tapley Clip ballpoint pen. This is a 0.5 millimeter size. Let's go ahead and do a layer with this one as well. Alrighty, and there we go. There's one more pen done, and we are now sitting at a total of 9 pens having been used. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only one pen left. But what is the final pen that I'm going to be using to draw this fish right here? Well, it's going to be a Uniball Signo DX 0.28 millimeter size pen in orange. The product code for this pen, if I remember correctly, is a UM151. Let's go ahead and get the cap all off, and let's go ahead and do the final layer. Yes, sir, and I'm saying. And there we go, y'all. That is the fish that was drawn with 10 different pens. What do I think about this drawing? Do I like it more so than not, or do I not like it at all? You know, I'd have to say I like this drawing quite a bit. I really do. It's pretty solid. I don't think it's like the best fish I've ever drawn per se, just from my own personal standards, just because, well, it's a little bit more basic than that. It's not super interesting by any means. Besides the fact that it was drawn with 10 pens, it's not the best fish I've ever drawn, I'll acknowledge. But it looks very interesting. I really like how it looks. If I'm looking at it from a perspective of, I'm trying to think the right way to say this, because while my thinking is that this is not the best fish I've ever drawn by any means, I also really like this, and I consider it to be one of the best fish I've ever drawn. And I think the reason why I'm kind of thinking that, and the reason why I'm kind of struggling just a little bit, is mainly just because if we look at this fish from, if I had just drawn this fish with black, just with one pen, done a layer over it, it wouldn't be anything special. It would not be the best fish I've ever drawn. The reason why this fish it was really good in my perspective, the reason why I like this fish so much is because it was drawn with 10 different pens. It's got black, it's got orange, it's got blue, it's got red. There's a bunch of different colors going on that you can really only notice if you really kind of look up close and personal and whatnot. That's something I really like, frankly put. As a whole, I'd have to say I do like this drawing much more so than not. I am a bigger fan of it than not, and I do consider it to be a really good fish. I really like it. But when looked at from a perspective of just me normally drawing fish, this is nothing special besides just the fact that I drew it with 10 pens. But because I drew it with 10 pens, I really like it. I'm a big fan of it, to say the least. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this fish. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not? As a whole, I am a pretty big fan of it, I will admit. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of these pens, and I'm going to go and try to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick, if I possibly can. Just going to do a little bit of a spread with all of them. Let's see if I can... There we go. Just like that. Well, let's see if I can do this. I'm trying. There we go. Well, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my... Oh, just trying to hold this all properly and whatnot. Oh no, oh no. Trying to grab a screenshot while talking is not going well today. But I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video. If you guys have enjoyed watching today's video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my main channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But as said, hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this fish right here. And as said, make sure to like and subscribe and check out everything in the description down below. To the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?